Hi. Sorry the lighting's so shit, guys. And the sound may be off too, but eh, we'll do what we can. It's been a long time. My, my life has been more than crazy, and, although I've had a lot of downtime and a lot of alone time, I haven't had the ability to necessarily be available, if that makes any sense. I was hospitalized twice after my hysterectomy, both times for infection or complications of that infection. Nothing done wrong by the surgeon, just weakened immune system. They pumped me full of antibiotics, and then I got very sick. I'm still herxing from that. 6 weeks of antibiotics given over a course of 32 hours. It slammed me, and there seems to be started a new cycle where I am unable to eat. I no longer have any desire to eat or hunger, feelings of hunger. I vomit multiple times a day, and if I get up and get active, I actually end up being worse because I have, then everything, yeah. Anyway, then we have a dual problem as opposed to just vomiting. I lost 20 pounds in 19 days. It's the first significant weight loss since I had gained about 30 pounds when I got sick. But it's come back on and off, on and off, on and off. We took 6 weeks off hormones, and I'm on 1 milligram of estradiol. I did experience some hot flashes, but I don't think I'm experiencing them anymore. I'm taking the lowest dose possible, and we've started me on testosterone at a very small dose. I think the same dose. It's 50 or 150. I can't remember. I've had a lot of problems with having seizures and falls and whatnot. But we started on very, very low dose of testosterone once a month, and we'll amp that up as needed. Not a lot of changes to report, to be honest. My hormones have been so in flux that we're just trying to get everything steady. An OBGYN that really cares is trying to work as my primary care. Sent me to an internist who also knows that we're not looking for horses, we're looking for zebras, which is a medical term. I feel like I reached a plateau with my Lyme treatment, and I'm just not getting any better, and the symptoms I have aren't necessarily Lyme symptoms, so we're, I guess, open again to searching, and that's very frustrating. Seeing next Friday, so a week from today, I'm having an endoscopy because of the vomiting and the nausea, and that's been going on for about 8 weeks. It's exhausting. Every muscle in my body aches from that. And then I've been so forgetful that from those seizures, I'm having seizures because I can't eat, and I can't sleep, and I can't keep my medication down, so I'm having more seizures. I went to the ER, I think, 2 weeks ago for a giant gash on the top of my head. It's the second gash I've had. I had one on the back from a seizure on tile, just banging my head and having a lot of problems with memory and what do they call it? Funny, I can't remember. Multiple traumatic brain injury, where I was pretty much had so many concussions at this point that I'm getting stupider with each one, and my brain is suffering. I feel like I'm having some dementia-like symptoms at times, and I'm really concerned about that. Yeah, my my liver function has been a little bit elevated, and that's been consistent and hasn't been able to go down. It's not super elevated, but the tests are elevated consistently. So I had a full ultrasound that was normal, but we did a liver panel. I now know I don't have celiacs at all, which is nice to have ruled it out. but we're sort of focusing on the gastro right now because obviously not being able to eat is dangerous, and I'm definitely malnourished, and my body is not happy. My forgetfulness has led me to forget my patches for multiple days at a time, and so I'm actually now, having been through that for so long, I'm just stopped. And so I'm going through really horrible withdrawals. At this point, I can't do anything. I feel like just a stuttering idiot. There's not a part of me that doesn't hurt. I feel more mentally, physically, and emotionally drained than I have in a very long time. And I'm really struggling for a reason to pick myself back up. Once fall season kind of ended, everything kind of stopped for me. It was going 4, 5, 6 days a week and pushing and crashing, but being so thankful to have it to nothing except once a week. This winter, and winter has not been going very well. We've been fighting an uphill battle to try to just have a place to rehearse, which is really just discouraging because everything about this season was supposed to be so great. I'm trying to stay hopeful for the kids. I've had a lot of time to think, and I just am. A lot of people would label me as a pessimist, but I wouldn't call myself that. I'm a realist that doesn't trust optimism based on my experiences. I think at one point in my life I was a realist that led a lot more towards optimism, but I feel like it's hard to be optimistic when everything around you is either betraying you, dumping you, pushing you out, or not listening, or failing you, or I'm failing the world, or I'm failing myself. There's a quote by Emerson about what it means to be successful, and another quote, I can't remember by who, talks about every 5 years we should have to come to a trial, and our life should be reviewed, and if certain things have not been met over those 5 years, we don't have the right to live. And I hear those things echoing in my head. I know that my brain is not necessarily depressed at this point. I think it is just so damaged it can't fight things the way it used to. Intrusive thoughts, nightmares. I think I have some PTSD, seizure-related activity as well. I don't feel that I'm in a depression. I feel that I am actively living with a lot of things that are difficult, and it makes a certain version of me come out. There are moments where I don't want to live, of course, where it's just too painful or too hard. But there's a difference between that and actively wanting to kill myself. So please hear that correctly. I don't actively want to kill myself. Quite the contrary, I would feel very angry having to die and not knowing what the fuck has been bothering me in my body for 8 years. Or almost 8 years. I feel trapped. I had this gorgeous dream, which is such an oddity because I don't get beyond like level 2 of sleep, and you have to be to level 4. So obviously I medicated myself to get to that point. And I'm having to do a lot of self-medicating that I'm not proud of, and I'm not enjoying in any way. It just furthers this feeling of disgust with having to need and rely on medication to live. Especially with the fentanyl withdrawal being so bad. I've been on them a very long time. And I haven't had one on for over 10 days, and I feel like garbage. And I feel like a heroin addict. I just want to put it on and have it go back in my veins and have it be okay. And that's not working. I realized how numb that patch has made me. Anyway, I'm rambling. And I'm sure you can't see me because unless I pull the screen way down here, I disappear. But I hope you guys are doing well. Take care and be well. From the dark. Till next time.